The Virgin Islands Marine Academy is preparing our children for careers in the marine industry by offering a full curriculum of courses and certification in crew member sailing, safe motoring, sport and game fishing, PADI open water, lifeguard training, CPR, and first aid.
Parents, government officials, business people, especially the business people, when we train our young youth and they're qualified, respect, discipline, you can depend on the kids to show up to work with pride. They should be considered and should get a slice of the pie off the table, not just the crumbs off the floor. That's my main goal. Give back to the kids in the community that give me so much. When you mention the Marine Academy to me, that's right up my alley. It's something that badly needed for a long time. And our community have a lot to benefit from it. Knowing that it's the cleanest and one of the fastest growing industry in our times, I think it's overdue, and it's about time we get our young people on board, and I support this 100%.
Well, we're going to start off with the U.S. Sailing Level 1 certification over the first 3 days of the course for these kids. The idea of this is to get them to be able to sail on their own and give them a nice foundation. And then the last 2 days, we're going to actually put them into a situation where they would work in the service industry on board a 6-passenger day sailboat. So they would be responsible for sails and lines and possibly even some steering, tying boats up to the dock, as well as how to greet guests, bring them on board, how to speak with guests, serve drinks, serve food, and to actually be a part of the entire charter process. Well, the benefits, we talked about how the benefits for the kids are pretty obvious. It's going to help them get into the industry. For people in the industry like myself, it's actually going to be very beneficial, and that's sort of a community effort. Right now, we're hiring so many people from the States and from Europe and stuff to come in to do these jobs. And we not only have to train them on the actual job, but we have to train them on the island. We'd much prefer to have local kids, people that grew up here, that know the island, that can bring that flavor to the industry, and can really kind of give a little more dynamic approach to how people are going to learn. There's no doubt that our customers, our clients that come down here to the resorts and want to learn how to sail, they're going to love learning how to sail and learning all these different water sports with people that have learned and done that in the islands themselves. It just gives it a little more authenticity, and it's something I'm very much looking forward to, having more locals work with us here on the beaches and out on the water in the Virgin Islands.
First of all, boating safety. There are a lot of captains, you can teach them everything about how to operate a boat, how to maneuver, a little navigation, how to use a GPS and all that. But if they're not being safety conscious, then you have problems. How you handle boats of different sizes. First you have to know what the type of boat is, how it responds, so you can know what to do in case of an emergency. How to anchor a boat safely, how to come to a dock safely, how to maneuver the vessel, and how to respect others underwater as you're respecting the water and yourself. It's very important for members of this community to understand where we are located. We are in the Caribbean. We are on a small island surrounded with water. Everybody knows that. And there's so many beautiful things we can encourage our youngsters to get involved with. And not thinking about, oh, this from somebody from the outside, oh, they can't do this, or they can't do that, the other. Get them involved. And that's one of the things I love about this program as I see it unfolding here and getting ready to go. That the opportunities are going to be there to present themselves, and people of the community need to get behind this program and support it as much as possible, because it's going to benefit all the youngsters coming up. We all captains like me, we're going to be phasing out pretty soon, and we have to get a new crop coming up and get them involved, get them interested, and get them making a contribution to this industry. The marine industry years ago was responsible for $100 million coming into our economy. And I have the documentations on that. It's true. And we lost a lot of it. We need to try to get that back.
So with Aqua Action, what they're going to be learning is they're going to become open water scuba divers. It is the first step, the entry level into the professional career. So they will be fully certified and able to go scuba diving recreationally. From that point, they can move on to become dive masters, where they then can be professionals in the community and actually work in some of these jobs. They're also going to be learning about marketing and hospitality and how the dive industry caters to the tourists and how they can better themselves in that area. They're also going to be getting a little bit of a legal background on releases, liability issues in the diving industry.
The American Red Cross of the Virgin Islands is going to give the VI Marine Academy students Guard Start and Learn to Swim courses. During the course of this program, these kids are going to be exposed to lifeguarding skills, procedures, rescue techniques, and they're basically going to learn just about everything that a lifeguard does. For those children that have been evaluated not to be able to pass the Guard Start program, we are going to offer instruction in swimming, levels 1 through 6. The VI Marine Academy is very interested in making sure that our young people are introduced to aquatic careers and making sure that all the Virgin Islands children learn to swim. It's a travesty that we live in the Virgin Islands. We have, several beautiful beaches at our disposal, and our young people, never look towards a career in the marine field. We are aiming, in conjunction with VI Marine Academy, to correct that and to make sure that all children coming out of our public schools are exposed to swimming, are taught to swim, and are introduced to marine-based careers.
The U.S. Virgin Islands depends mostly on tourism, and like any other island that is considered a destination of choice, water is central to our survival. And these waters offer sport fishing, motoring, sailing, diving, and many other recreational activities that are second to none. All of this depends on well-trained, qualified individuals to help support the system known as the marine industry.
Should you choose to make a donation on behalf of the Virgin Islands Marine Academy, not only is it tax deductible, all monies received go directly to the support of the Academy.